Hi, this is CJ Strain. I am making this video basically to illustrate how to use a couple of programs that I made for teachers. One of them is a gradebook and the other one is a transcript file made for small schools. So anybody that does any grading, record keeping, calculation of grades, averaging, reports, etc. knows that there can be a lot of time spent doing fairly menial tasks, and so the purpose of these spreadsheets was to reduce that time so we can focus on better things, like teaching students. So I'm going to start with the transcripts. And I've got a handful here that I've played with, used as templates, created a couple of examples for my sister, who is a teacher. And I'm going to open this file here, the transcript template, because it is basically the result of that development. So on screen we have a transcript. It was set up for Mater Dei Academy, and if we zoom out, this sheet to the left is the printable area. So this is the transcript and or quarterly, yearly, annual report card, if you will. And then on the right side is where we, as users, would enter numeric grades so that the sheet will calculate. So I'm actually just going to give you a quick tour through the printable area. So I'm going to zoom in and bring us there. So this background here is just an imported picture here. What shows up is a watermark. So I can change out that picture very easily simply by deleting this, clicking out into the space of the spreadsheet, so that picture is gone. To import a new picture or any picture into the background, all you have to do is go to Insert and then Picture. Actually, no, that's you have to be in the header footer tools for that. So you click on the header footer, and then this sheet pops out for design, and then you can hit Picture and insert a new picture. But right now I don't want to insert a new picture, so I am going to hit undo and bring my picture back. I hope. Huh. Okay, it didn't come back right away, so I'm just going to make sure I get it back by not saving it and reopening. Whoa. That's improper. There we go. I had brought the recording view into the screen and it made it look like I was looking down a hall of mirrors. Okay, so I talked about the watermark, the background. This title here, Mater Dei Academy, is part of that watermark. Up to the left you'll see a student. That name will be populated if the user input is populated, their date of birth, their graduation date if they've graduated, credits, total credits that they've received in high school, and a GPA will show up there. The registrar or principal signature will show up here, and then signed obviously with the date of release. The footer is also very easy to edit. You click on the footer, you can change out any of the contact information in the footer. If you need to add, so right now the template is set up for each year to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 different classes. So if you have more than 6, which sometimes happens, I know it's rare, but I'm sure it happens, you have to insert a row. So this is how you insert a row. I'm going to pick the last row here, and if you insert into the middle, it'll make copying the formulas a lot easier. So you pick something in the middle of the 6 class lines. Actually, there are 7. I realize that bottom line also has formulas. Okay, so we insert an 8th class. So I just inserted a row. If I click here on what had been there previously, it had already been there. So there's a formula, no formula, that's the new row, and then formula again. So to copy all of the formulas that we need, what I want you to do is grab this entire top row just highlight it, and then on the corner here we click and copy it down. Boom, done. If you want to match the formatting, we're going to have to clear the borders of that last one because I copied it all the way down. So now there are 8. You'll see there's still an empty line here. That's easy to fix. We just grab everything below that empty line and drag it back up so it's again within the printable area and we don't have anything hanging on our next page. Okay, so that fixed the printable page. We still have to fix the interface because the same thing. There are formulas here and through here that are necessary. But this inserted row does not have them. So what we have to do is grab the top, or the row above if you will, and just copy it down. Done. Now the entire sheet is ready for an additional row. Over here, it's not too necessary to clean this up because it is looking at the entire column of grades, but this is where we convert from numeric to letter grades to GPA. So empty space won't be bad. The spreadsheet simply won't see that, but if you're OCD, you can get rid of it very easily by simply selecting that, those 3 cells, no more, and then you hit delete, shift cells up, and it's gone. No need to do anything else. Okay, now it's a fully functioning sheet. That's how you insert rows, additional subjects for different years, etc. So there's a bunch of programming involved in these, so I'm going to completely ignore it. This video is from a user's perspective. So we have a new student. His name is John Doe. He has a birth date of 1/5/2000, and he has not graduated yet. We'll say his graduation year is a couple of years from now. He's a slower learner. Okay, so this will be let's say this is his first year was in 2012. Just picking a year. 2012. That's when he was a freshman. And all of these days tardy and absent, etc. will come from his... Actually, let's use numeric. It doesn't matter because, again, it'll be transferred over here or not, depending on whether he's... Actually, this information is just for your tracking, so... Days tardy, let's just say I have a grade book in front of me and he was tardy 5 days and 2 days absent. Courses, you can put whatever course you want in here, so math, English, theology, literature, history, etc. And maybe you don't use it, all of them. Let's go science. And then you put in his quarter grades, whatever they are. I'm going to put in random numbers. And then same thing, second quarter. You can put in higher than 100, like if there were a lot of extra credit that he did and got higher than 100, no problem. The spreadsheet will work up to 110 average. And let's go with 86. Okay, so this sheet will report his first and second quarter in letter characters. It'll compute his GPA for that quarter. It'll give you, since we put in 2 quarters, it'll give you a semester average and a semester GPA. That also computes to an annual average, which, you know, if he stopped midway through the year, that's what it would be with his earned credits totaled. Now, this spreadsheet is set up to where each class is worth a half credit per semester. If, for some reason, he only took a half year in one semester of one of these classes, let's say he only took a half year of science, for the sake of brevity, I'm just going to copy a bunch of values. So he only took that half year of science. He gets only half credit for it. So if we go back over to the printable report card, he's got letter grades for everything else, but no letter grade for the second semester science. He gets a half credit there with that much GPA. So again, computed for an entire year, he now has credits and GPA totaled here. Repeat for additional years, and that's how you use this spreadsheet. Now, one thing that you can do in addition to that is this, for the particular school I built this for, Modern Day Academy, they're not only tracking their grades and using this as their official transcript, but they're also using this as quarterly report card, annual report card, etc., and transcript. So when they use it as a report card, they're going to input some behavioral metrics as well. So this is what it would look like as a transcript. It would look exactly like this. In fact, if we go to a print view, boom, that's what you see in a print view. You got a nice title block, you got the watermark, you got very visible grades, summary of where this person is, projected to graduate or has graduated, and a grading key for reference. So very easy to transcribe this transcript into another school, etc. So very simple that way. Now, as we look into report card form, I'm going to go here and open up a gradebook. And I'm just going to grab a high school gradebook. And this has student names in it. So for any student, let's say we want to get Mariah. And we've got basically this section here is for conduct. So what we'll do is whoever you want to grab a copy paste, it has to be in that top row. So what we do, actually let's pick Elliot, Aaron Elliott. So we have to grab these top rows. So grab them in the row portion. Don't just do this because that won't grab the whole row. Go over into the border and select the people that are above the person you want the behavioral stats for. Right click and it says hide. So what you want to do is hide, and now it puts Aaron on top. And all you have to do is do this to the end of the brown. And again, these would be populated with behavioral conduct. There's actually a scale for this as well. You can see here, there's the scale. But again, this is in the gradebook portion. So we grab Aaron Elliott, we hit copy, we go back to our other spreadsheet. I'm going to make it full screen. And then down here, we just hit in paste special. We want to impart it as a picture because pictures are easy to manipulate. So we just hit paste as a picture, and we can shorten this up. Boom. And stretch it or not. And then that way we have behavioral conduct stats for the quarter, for each quarter through the year, depending on which quarterly report this is, in the file. And so when we go to print, this can act as their quarterly report, semester report, annual report, etc. So they'll have the grade for the fourth quarter, and then all of these would be populated throughout as well. So that you can see how their conduct was as far as effort, respect for rules, authority, attitude, general conduct, chapel conduct, etc. It looks like I might have been cut off slightly. Yes, my printable area actually only goes to there. So I had to bring it back to this vertical line. You can see there's a line here. If I go to View, Page Break, Preview, it ends right at the edge of that, and so this picture has to be within that printable boundary. Okay, so that is how you use the spreadsheet, the transcript spreadsheet. And if we're in page layout view, you see all of that. Okay, my next video will be about how you use the gradebook spreadsheet. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, email me strain.cj@gmail.com. I can customize these spreadsheets. I can make you a custom version if you need to, and I'd be happy to do so. I love helping kids out. My programming rates are dirt cheap. I only charge $150 an hour. So give me a call, shoot me a text, email me. I'd be happy to help you out.